Hello and welcome to another opportunity to get and to keep the man of your dreams. Today's topic, how to make a man want you bad. Yes, today it's all about how you can make him want you more than ever before. And I want to start this episode with 3 simple words. And these are the words we, team, and support. If you use these 3 words in the conversation with him, on the first date with him, or even when you just meet him, maybe you don't have a specific guy in mind and you just want to know these things for future interactions with men, then you can of course also use these words when you meet him for the very first time. You could, for example, talk about how you really love it when in a relationship you can be teammates, that you can be a team, that you can support each other. And when you're then on a date with him, you can say, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Why don't we work as a team on something? For example, and that's something that one of my Skype coaching clients recently used to her advantage. She went with a guy to an activity date. I don't want to reveal where, but it has something to do with climbing. And she then simply followed my advice and communicated to him that they were a team, instead of what so many people do on these activity dates, that they try to establish a sort of competition. They want to be competitors. One wants to win, the other one has to lose, which actually brings you further away from each other. But if you say, hey, we are a team, let's teach each other, let's support each other, that, especially for very high value men, very high achieving men, very successful men, is like kryptonite. Because every accomplished and ambitious man wants a woman who supports him, wants a woman who sees him as a teammate, wants a woman who sees their relationship as a team that they grow together, or let's say that they improve together. This mindset can help you to make him want you so bad. And then show him how down to earth and how flexible you are. And no, when it comes to flexible, I'm not talking about any gymnastic moves. I'm talking about how flexible you are when things don't work as you want or as he wants. So for example, you want to go to a certain restaurant, but they are already fully booked. Instead of making a scene or instead of being grumpy, show him that you are flexible, that it's okay, that he doesn't have to worry. One of the biggest fears that men have is that they are in a relationship with a woman who creates unnecessary drama. And if you communicate to him that you are down to earth, that you are flexible, that you can do this with him or that with him, that it's all about you wanting to spend time with him and you wanting to get to know him, you wanting to be with him, that's how you can make him want you more and more. And if you then talk about your life and your job and your dreams with a passion that he can't resist, then it's almost inevitable that this man won't be interested in you and that this man won't fall in love with you. And of course, if you, for example, are stuck in a 9-to-5 job that you really hate, then you shouldn't tell him, hey, you know what, I love my job is amazing, woohoo, my job. I don't want you to lie to him, but then look at different topics, look at something that you are passionate about, something where you say, hey, that's what I want to have, that's what I want to do, that's what I enjoy. Even though it might be something that you want to have in the future, you can talk very passionately about a future event that you want to go to, or about a certain way you want to live your life in the future. I mean, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in creating your life with your thoughts, with your emotions, and maybe you want to talk about that in a passionate way. Of course, if you're not a spiritual person, then you don't need to do that. It was just an idea. So whatever you're talking about, try to talk about it with a passion, because passion is contagious. When he sees your positive energy, or let's say when he feels your positive energy, when he feels that you are a passionate woman, then he assumes that you are also passionate in all the other areas of your life. For example, passionate about getting to know him, passionate about your relationship with him, and of course also passionate in the bedroom. And then dress up for him, but go easy on the makeup and the perfume. In fact, scientific studies suggest that men prefer way less makeup than women assume that men prefer. And that's often something that shocks my Skype coaching clients. But you can see it a little bit, or not just a little bit, you can actually see it in the exact same way when it comes to men who think that they have to look like bodybuilders. For example, I recently read a study because I go to the gym, I love to work out, and I read this study just for research purposes, of course, what kind of body women prefer. And the interesting thing is that a lot of men totally overestimate the kind of body that they think women like compared to what women really like. And in this study, men thought that they have to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his best days, while women prefer a guy like Brad Pitt in Fight Club, who's rather lean and just a little bit muscular. Of course, they are outliers, but I just want to use this example because it very much represents what happens with women in makeup and how they perceive how men look at them. I know from my own experience and also from talking about this subject with so many guys that men prefer way less makeup than women think, or let's say than most women think that men prefer. So go easy on the makeup, and the same is also true for your parfum. Just a little bit, and that's all you need. But what you need is the ability to make him see you as the only woman in his world. I'm not talking about the only woman in the world. I mean, of course, he will interact with women at work. He will interact with his female friends. That's totally okay. But you want him to reach a point and to reach a belief where he sees you as the only woman in his world, which means the only woman he can imagine a relationship with, the only woman he wants to be with. And then he doesn't even look at other women. Then you don't have to worry, will he betray me? Will he walk away from me? Will he choose another woman? Because then he's completely devoted to you. Then he has reached a state of complete devotion. And there's only one program that I recommend to each and every of my Skype coaching clients when it comes to making a man devoted to you, and that's the devotion system. And if you want to find out more about this program, then you can click on the first link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted and simply watch this video till the very end, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to invest in this program or not. I just want to be 100% honest with you. If you decide to invest in it, I receive a commission for it, but I only recommend it to you because I truly believe in it and because I've seen so many lives changed because of this program. And make him want you bad by creating sensual situations. What are sensual situations? I mean, of course, if you're already at a stage in your dating process where you've been intimate with him, then you can create all kinds of sensual situations in the bedroom or other places. But what if you're not there yet? What if you just started to date him? Or what if you just got to know him? Then you can create sensual situations in the process of dating him. So for example, you can take him to a dance event. I mean, tango, salsa, bachata, these dances are perfect. I think there's this saying that dancing is the vertical expression of a horizontal desire, right? I think there's some saying like that. And it's true. I mean, if you go in a dance event with him, if you are really close to him, if you allow him on the dance floor to lead you, this will make him want you so bad. But of course, you can also make it a little bit more romantic. For example, you are taking a walk in nature or a walk in the park in the evening. You look at the stars, you get really close to him, you lean your head on his shoulder, and then he'll want you. And you can also find out what he wants most in a woman and then show him that you are this woman. And that's something that I always ask my Skype coaching clients. That's one of the first questions I ask when somebody books a Skype coaching session with me and they tell me about a specific guy that they want to date. I always ask them, what kind of woman does this man want? Is this the kind of man who wants a very adventurous woman? Is this the kind of man who wants a woman who's a little bit more reserved because he's an introvert? What kind of guy are you dating? What kind of relationship does he want? And don't get me wrong, I don't want you to lie to him. I don't want you to be somebody you are not. I want you to find out if you are compatible with this man, and then if you find points where you are compatible, then I invite you to communicate to him directly that you are compatible in these points. I mean, of course, you shouldn't say, hey, you know, we are compatible here, here, and here, and here. Instead, communicate your values to him, communicate your beliefs to him, communicate what you want to him, and let him see the compatibility. And if you have a specific guy in mind, if there's one guy in your life that you want to get and you then also want to keep him, then I invite you to go to gethimkeephim.com/Skype or to click on the second link in the description, and then you can book a Skype coaching session with me. And in this Skype coaching session, you can share everything about him. I can tell you if the signs show that he already likes you or that he's still on the fence. And then we can come up with a strategy that can help you to get and to keep this man. And show him that you are invested in the relationship by coming up with fun and crazy ideas. You can, for example, invite him to go to the zoo with you. You can invite him to go skydiving if you prefer that. Or if you want to have a little bit more of a relaxed date, then you can go bowling with him, or just mention restaurants that you want to go to and places you want to see. I know from coaching so many women that a lot of women, and maybe also you, are very passive in the dating process. But we live in the 21st century, and you can be a little bit more upfront. And most men, I would really say 99% of men prefer it when a woman tells them what they want to do, and when a woman shows that she's invested in the relationship. Because the more you show him that you are invested in the relationship by making an effort, by coming up with these ideas, the more he will get the feeling that you like him. And then he'll be less shy to make a move. And make him feel like the guy by asking him for help. That's one of the oldest tricks in the book, but it still works because men are biologically programmed not just to protect, but also to fix stuff. So if you, for example, have a problem with your laptop, or even if it's about opening a jar of pickles, and even if you can do it yourself, just ignore it for a moment, give him the jar of pickles and let him help, and then look into his eyes. If you don't believe me, use such a mundane task and then look into his eyes. He will feel like the king of the world. And you can use the same principle, for example, if you ask him for his advice, and he can then step into the role of the experienced guy with all the life experience, and this will make him feel so good, and as a result, he'll want you more. And of course, if you want to make him want you bad, you can also tease him in many different ways. You can tease him with your seductive walk, you can tease him with your style, you can tease him with your direct eye contact and with your cheeky smile. And of course, you can make him devoted to you. And if you are ready to make this man, the man that you want, devoted to you, then you can click on the first link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted and watch this video till the very end, and then decide for yourself if you're ready to make him devoted to you. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. And leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.